Hey there, Michael Hunter, co-founder of Spiffy Checkouts. In this video, we're going to talk about our subscription features and why Spiffy is designed to be the best solution in the market to run your subscription business. Whether you're selling subscription products and services as far as membership sites or courses or communities, or you're running an agency with retainer clients where you're billing your customers and your clients on a monthly basis, Spiffy has both the checkout solutions and the revenue management solutions, plus the billing automation systems in place to help prevent failed payments, reduce churn, and make it easy to manage that revenue. So with that being said, let's jump in and take a look at some of our features and reports around subscriptions. All right, so we're here in the Spiffy visual editor, and as you can see, I have some subscription options already added to the checkout. I will show you in this video how to get to this point, but I just wanted to highlight a few things about subscriptions, selling subscriptions, and the capabilities of Spiffy checkouts around subscriptions that you really can't do in any other system. I mean, in most systems, even just having a monthly and an annual option on the same checkout isn't possible. You either have to have two separate checkouts or two different checkout flows for monthly versus annual and have two different buttons on your website. So, I mean, even just this alone might be something that you get excited about. But first and foremost, like we mentioned in the checkouts video, you have the ability to trigger automations based off which option they select. So automations are events in integrated systems like your CRM or marketing automation tool or a course platform or something of that nature, where maybe if they choose the monthly versus annual, they get a different tag. So you can keep track of monthly versus annual subscribers in your CRM. Maybe you want to provide a annual bonus for people that choose the annual plan, where they get extra training or extra content or some other incentive for choosing the annual plan. So there's some cool things you can do there. With add-on offer bumps, you can also make these subscriptions. So you can basically switch to subscription, have this checkbox add-on offer be a subscription. And same thing with one-click upsells. There's some cool things that you can do with one-click upsells. One, you can turn your one-click upsell into a subscription as well by editing the content, switching to subscription options, and then basically adding subscriptions. The other cool thing that you can do here is create a one-click upgrade. So you can actually sell a monthly subscription on your main checkout, and you can have a one-click upsell to one-click upgrade to an annual subscription. So if you don't want to have a monthly and an annual option here at checkout and complicate the sales process, you can just have everything geared towards the monthly option and then have a one-click upgrade where it will essentially swap the subscriptions for a discounted price on an annual subscription. So just wanted to communicate some of those things at a high level. Obviously, I'm not showing you the tactics of each one of those things. For tactical documentation, we have Spiffy University. That's university.spiffy.co. It's a website dedicated to all of our help center tutorials and documentation on all of these different things. The other cool thing with subscriptions that you can do is you can set up free trials and paid trials. So we have all the capabilities to run your different tests of maybe different trial lengths, maybe different paid trial amounts, $1, $7, $17, whatever it is. You can set up multiple checkouts and set up trials on individual plans so that you can give your customers a reason to make the purchase now, remove some of the friction of the buying process, and make it really easy for people to get started. So let's get out of the editor and let's actually show you the process to set up a checkout with some payment plans. All right, the first step is to actually create the subscriptions, and it's easier to do this outside of the editor here at the account level. There's a tab here called subscriptions where you can create your subscription products. So here we can create a subscription product. We'll call this Marketing Monthly, and we will have both a monthly and an annual option for this. So we created the product. Now we need to create the plan. So for subscriptions in Spiffy, we structure it with a three-tiered structure. We have the product, which is just the name of what we're selling. We have the plan, which is the price point and the frequency. And then we have plan groups where we have automation, where you can grant and revoke access based off of failed payments, cards expiring, canceling subscriptions, so on and so forth. So here we'll have a monthly plan for $67 a month, and we'll also create a annual plan for we'll just call it $697 per year. As you can see, you have lots of different frequencies at your fingertips. So whether you're charging every 2 weeks, or quarterly, every other month, every 4 months, every 6 months, you have the ability to do that. Also, for our business and enterprise customers, you have custom billing frequencies where you can have custom intervals. All right, so now we have our plans created. We want to create a group. We're going to call this just Marketing Monthly. We're going to create that group. And we're going to move these plans into that new group that we created. Now, if you wanted to set up different automations for monthly versus annual subscriptions, you could actually create 2 different groups, but we're just going to pop these plans in the same plan group. So here, the reason why you want to create a plan group is for automations. So here I have the ability to run automations for plans within this group. You can have more than one group for a product. So if a specific subscription fails, you can run unique failed payment follow-up. So when a payment fails for one of these subscriptions, you can run custom webhooks, custom integration with your CRM to create a unique and tailored follow-up sequence for them if you wish. We also have account level automations. So if you don't want to set up or don't need to set up follow-up campaigns for each individual subscription, you can also just do it at the account level. We have more information on this in our demo of automations and also in the Spiffy University under billing automation. The most common use case for billing automations is actually to automate the removal of access to content when a subscription is canceled. We have 2 different canceling events here. One is subscription canceling. That's when a customer cancels their account through the billing portal, or you manually cancel their subscription and have it set to cancel at end of billing cycle. So it's the grace period from the time that they cancel to the end of their current billing period. And then subscription canceled is either once that grace period subscription reaches the end of that cancel period and the subscription is fully canceled, or you cancel their subscription immediately. So in these scenarios, either with your CRM platform or direct integrations with our course platforms or via Zapier, you can run different actions to remove access to the content that they were paying for but are no longer paying for. All right, so now that we have our plans created, let's go back to a checkout and add these plans to a checkout. I'm going to edit our existing checkout just to keep things simple. So here I'm going to remove these plans, and when you first create a checkout, you'll have a very basic checkout. By default, it will also have the billing address field. You don't need to collect billing address. By default, the billing zip code field will show up here in the credit card number as your customer enters their credit card info. So billing zip is the only thing used to validate the transaction. So here in the editor, as you can see, as I hover over different sections of the Spiffy editor, I have the ability to add different blocks and sections. To add subscription options, it's considered a section. So we want to add a section. You can add it anywhere in the gray space. And once you add it, you can drag and drop it to different parts of your checkout. So you can put it right where you want it. So it doesn't quite matter where you click, but to make things easy, just click right where you want it. Click subscriptions. And over here on the left-hand side, we have a few different options. So we can set this to a required option, and we want to add both our monthly and our annual options for the subscription products and plans we just set up. So over here, I'm just gonna click into this subscription box to find the subscriptions that we just set up. As you can see here, we have our marketing monthly options. I'm going to set up the monthly option and also set up the annual option. I'm going to click save, and we have a few different options for how these subscription plans show up and display on the checkout. So you can kind of have a few different options as far as how you want them to display. And you can also play with the label. So by default, it's going to pull in the default label of that subscription, but you can also edit how it shows up here on the checkout. Let's say that we also wanted to add a free trial to this offer. So let's do a free 7-day trial, and for both the monthly and the annual options. So I'm just going to click add trial and add 7 days. Hit save. So as you can see here, both options have a 7-day free trial. All right, so now we have our trials set up. These are just some of the features for subscriptions. As you can see, it's super simple and super easy to add subscription options to a checkout. You can also add subscriptions as options on a checkout versus just a subscription element. So options make it possible to have option 1 and 2 be subscriptions and option 3 be a one-time pay in full. So you could have a lifetime deal and a monthly and an annual option all on the same checkout. So lots of cool things and lots of flexibility with everything at your fingertips here in the Spiffy editor. So again, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, not only does Spiffy make it easy to take payments, but we also make it easy to manage revenue and prevent failed payments. So with that being said, let's pop out of the editor. And here we can actually see the subscription performance, new subscription revenue, total monthly recurring revenue, and churn from subscriptions purchased from this checkout. So you have subscription specific stats on individual checkouts. And at the subscription level, at the subscription product level, you have the ability to see your stats at a product level. So regardless of what checkout the subscription was sold from, you can see the performance and the health of your subscription across all checkouts at a bird's eye view here. So we spoon feed you different data points around overall performance, growth performance, and retention performance. You can see at a bird's eye view how much monthly recurring revenue is coming in from each plan, the active subscriber count, trial, a number of customers currently in a trial, average subscription length, and the lifetime value of a customer for each of the plans. We also have a capability for you to forecast revenue. So under reports and cash flow projection, this is where you'll be able to see cash flow forecasts for future payments. Also under reports, you have a failed payments and aging report. This is a lot more impressive when you have data in here, but this will show you how much revenue is how old. So you can monitor aging payments, and in combination with Spiffy's billing automation features, you can manually follow up with customers once your automation and your automated follow-up system has run its course. So this system will, one, help show you how effective your recovery automations are, and then 2, help you see which customers have already reached the end of the automated follow-up sequences and might need a little extra attention. Spiffy is without a doubt the best solution for subscription-based businesses. Not only do we have the flexibility on the checkout to create your perfect offer with our flexible subscription options, frequencies, free trials, paid trials, one-click upsells for subscriptions, add-on with subscriptions, etc. But we also have all the features you need from a reporting and follow-up perspective to prevent and recoup failed payments. So take Spiffy for a test drive for the next 30 days. You're covered by our 100% money back guarantee, so you can try us out for 30 days completely risk-free. Create an account today, schedule a conversation with one of our onboarding reps so we can get you into your account, get your first checkout and your subscription set up extremely quickly so you can start seeing the magic of Spiffy in your business. Create an account today. We look forward to talking to you soon.